Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Raxium Axial Series OEM style replacement headlights with chrome housings and smoked lenses fitting 2004 to 2008 F-150s. Whether your headlights are damaged or just looking a bit tired, a set of replacements are likely in order. And if you're looking to replace your lights while keeping things close to factory stock, but maybe just with a little bit of extra something, these will get you a slight update to your factory lights without the price tag of original Ford parts or even some other aftermarket options. Now, when it comes to headlights, you often have to spend a pretty penny to get something good, but not necessarily in this case. Design-wise, these are nearly identical to your factory lights, with one notable exception, which we'll talk about in a few moments. They have a really clean overall design, and they're meant again to mimic your factory halogen lights. You get the chrome internal housings, and they're a perfect fit as well, with no modifications or wiring necessary. Now, you will need to transfer over your bulbs, but that just means that this is a great time to upgrade or just replace them all, and utilizing factory style bulbs means that replacements are both easy to come by and inexpensive. However, there is one big difference here between these and your factory lights, and those are the smoked lenses. Now, these are pretty aggressive looking. They're akin to the old style headlight covers or even tint, but these are pretty light. They don't cut the light as much, meaning that you're still gonna have good lighting output. Your truck is just gonna look a bit more sinister than it did originally. And if you're going for that type of look or the all blacked out setup, these are gonna certainly help get you there. Now, this set is also fully DOT and SAE compliant, making them fully street legal. Now, that also means that they have integrated adjusters on the back as well, so you can get them perfectly adjusted no matter what ride height your truck is sitting at. Construction-wise, these are built using OEM quality materials, so you've got your standard polypropylene for the housings and polycarbonate lenses over top. Now, each light is weather sealed to help keep out dirt and moisture, and you've got all the clips and mounting points that you need already here included again, so these are gonna bolt right in place of your factory lights. All that said, these should stay nice for quite some time, and again, you're just gonna port over your original bulbs here, and they've got everything you need otherwise. Pricing for the pair comes in at about $175, making these some of the least expensive options out there for this gen of F-150. You can bet that they're gonna be less expensive than getting a factory replacement from Ford themselves, so I'd call these a pretty good value, especially considering the fact that they're gonna make a nice update to the look of your truck as well. Installation is going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you can expect the install to take you about 2 hours. Now, swapping out lights is a very straightforward process. Just pop those old ones out and get these in their place. Certainly something you can accomplish at home. And to show you how to get it done, let's hand things over now to one of our AT customers.
Okay, so for today's installation, I used the Phillips head screwdriver right here, a pair of pliers just to help me get the headlight bulbs out, and a 10mm socket.
Hi, today we're going to be changing out the OEM headlights. So this is the first step. We're going to take our Phillips screwdriver, and there's a screw right here that we're going to undo. This comes out pretty easy. Okay, we're going to set that aside. And then we're just going to push through, and we're going to move this over to the side, which will expose the 10mm sockets that we need to undo. So now I have my 10mm socket, and we're just going to do the 3 bolts. And once it becomes pretty loose, you can finish with your fingers. Just keep unscrewing it, pop it right out. I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to move on to these 2 bolts right here. And then once they get really loose, it just comes right out. Set it aside. I'm going to do the last one up here. And this will pop out. It's really easy once they get loose, just to finish it off with your fingers. They pop right out. There's a little clip right here that holds the headlight in. So we're just gonna basically pull it out, and the whole headlight comes out. the whole headlight will come out. Now, very important, you have 3 of your bulbs in the back here, right? So these will pop right out as well. You don't really need tools for them, you just gotta twist it. It'll come right out. And if you do need a little help, I actually have just a pair of pliers because, you know, they've been in here for so long without being changed. So I just use my pliers and just twist. There we go. Just grab a pair of pliers if you're having trouble. Twist easily, they're bulbs, so you want to be a little fragile. And then probably have to do the same with this one. Twist, they come right out. So there it is. Now you have your entire headlight. Okay, so the next step, which I highly recommend, is the bulbs have been in here for so long. Just want to kind of wipe away as best you can. Okay, now we're ready to install the new head. You can see back here, there are 3 holes that match up what we just took out. So you're gonna put your first one in. Just gonna line it up and twist. Then you're gonna take this one, twist as well. Then you're gonna take this one, goes right in here. Takes a little juggling, but just gotta feel for where it goes. There we go. Just takes a little bit to find that right angle. Now we're just gonna line up exactly everything that we took off. So I recommend lining up the right side bolts first, and then taking this clip right here and putting the clip in just like it was earlier. Okay, so we're gonna take off first bolt. We're gonna put it in. We're gonna just tighten it with our hand first. And we're gonna take our other 2 bolts. I'm gonna get them in to make sure everything lines up. Okay. Take our 3rd bolt. Make sure everything lines up. Then we could use our 10mm socket wrench, and we could start putting everything back in. Actually screw this in with our hand a little bit just to get a head start. Get in there nice and tight. Finish off with our top bolt. Make sure this clip is in here. And we're going to take our Phillips head screwdriver, and we are going to, see it has a little clip here. We're just going to make sure this clip goes back in this hole. Go. Put the screw in. Screw it nice and tight. And the installation's done.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install of the Raxium Axial Series OEM style replacement headlights with chrome housings and smoked lenses, fitting 2004 to 2008 F-150s. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things F-150, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.